Welcome to my channel, Atena Ogola the lawyer, Karibuni Sana, and today I have one of my best friends. She's called Gloria, and we are going to be talking about our experiences at KSL. If you enjoy the video, like, share, and subscribe. So Glo, thank you so much for coming today to my channel.
I'm glad, I'm happy to come to your channel. Yeah, it's a pleasure.
So Glo, now we're going to talk about our experiences at KSL because we had different experiences, and of course we've been hearing people say that KSL is hard, and everything about KSL is just difficult. But is it really that it's difficult, or it's people who fail to plan themselves, or what can you say generally about just being in KSL?
For me, KSL, what you need to do is to have a sober mindset. It's not easy, as people say. It's not easy. It's difficult, but it's something that you can be able to hack and succeed. Like for us, we were able to manage. But it depends on the person you are. So what you need to do is actually plan yourself, understand yourself, and understand what you need to do so that you can be able to make the process a smooth process.
Also, maybe now we can also talk about friendships and now wanting to fit in, because I think that was also an issue for some people.
When you come to KSL, you should know that you're not there to make friends. It's just 1 year.
9 months actually.
It's just 9 months, and you should do everything possible to ensure that you pass. Because I think in KSL, sometimes people lose themselves. You're trying to be here and there, but also getting the right kind of people who your mind is aligned. Like for us, I feel like we were able to align ourselves. If it was time for studies, we could even meet and study. And if it's time for catching up and talking, we could also catch up and talk.
Maybe now we can just now talk about the importance of starting to prepare, because we have very different experiences. Honestly, Glo started reading in February, day 1. For me, because I was working, juggling a lot, my serious studies started in September.
And are they really that serious?
They're serious, Glo, they're serious.
But you know what you need to do is know yourself. For me, if I was to start preparing the time you prepared, it would have been a disaster. So when I entered into KSL, I was obsessed with the idea of passing and succeeding. I had looked for videos on how you can pass, Facebook posts, and so many things in the internet. And for me, I decided, knowing myself, I should start reading as early as February. So in February, I had started doing my notes, preparing. By the time we went for the first break, it was in around April. I had photocopied all the question papers from 2015 to 2019.
The studious ones.
And I had started trying to attempt them. And for me, that really helped me, because by the time the exams were coming, I did not have so much pressure. I was not reading and running like the rest of my fellow classmates. And also, for me, I used to reside in the hostels. And I also remember the first week, the first day of KSL, I could hear people discussing in the gazebos in school, and it really stressed me. By then people actually start preparing early. Depending on the type of person you are. If you can grasp something very easily, you can start preparing late, but
media,
yeah,
but just know yourself.
yeah,
Or be honest with yourself.
yeah, yeah,
Because Gloria, honestly, hata kama unasema they are not that serious.
yeah,
Remember, I used to come to school even
yeah,
on Sundays.
yeah. And for you, you easily grasp things.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, let me
Yeah.
say that's
Also
an
for me,
advantage.
yeah, but
Or I think also I can handle the pressure.
Yeah, that's one thing. Also, for me, I cannot handle
Gloria,
pressure.
no.
Eh?
We'll die, we'll cry
Yeah,
together.
yeah. For me, the pressure that you could say you could read till 3, I used to wonder because for me,
Yeah.
I could never. Yeah,
Yeah, and now also let's talk about the importance also attending class.
yeah,
I think it's overlooked, but there's some discussions that you'll get in class that will open up your mind to study more widely, right?
yeah. For me, attending class, you should ensure you attend all your classes, especially in KSL, where I think some people are taken to the disciplinary for signing for each other. Yeah, and for me, during the class sessions, I used to be a loner, sit behind, listen, take down my notes immediately, leave class, and go and start studying. So, attending your classes is very important. For me, you hear stories of people saying, I should attend this one and this one's class. For me, I didn't do that. I stuck to my lecturers because the way I had planned myself was that in the evening or in the afternoon, I'm reading for myself. So I didn't have time to attend those other classes, but I'd make sure I get the most out of the lecturers that I have in my class. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because sometimes you can attend another lecture, but okay, at least you guys are lucky you had good lectures. Let me not mention names,
Especially for orals, attending classes is important.
Yeah, because a lecturer will ask you what was the last thing you studied.
Yeah,
And if you're not there,
yeah, it's going to be a problem.
yeah. So as you've said, you guys are lucky you had good lecturers in almost all units.
Yeah, that's true.
Some of us would have had to talk the dog.
Yeah.
We won't mention names, but
there were lecturers that were better than others.
for sure.
Or maybe we thought.
So. But no, there are someone notorious, they are known. Yeah. So Gloria, now maybe now we talk about projects. Because that is one of the most stressful things, and it contributes largely to your passing exam. Maybe you could talk about your experience when doing project, or not even talk about project work, how it's even allocated and everything that it entails.
I think when you go to KSL, the first thing you encounter is project work before orals, right? Yeah, so for project work, you put in groups of people you don't know, some of them you know, and you have to deal with them. And honestly speaking, most of them might not be serious, if not all. But there are few of you who are serious and you can try and do something. So for project work, I remember at times I could do work till 3 in the morning, and I know my fellow members are sleeping
or partying.
Or partying, and it used to bother me because I knew these marks we are getting, they'll be also contributed to them. But what I know in life, if it's project work, just do your best. It doesn't matter, just do your best, the rest will fall. So for me, project work, I try to take the bulk of the work. I didn't have a problem doing extra work. If there was any presentation that needed to be made, I was willing to volunteer.
Yeah, maybe to elaborate more on that. If you don't do that work and then you get low marks, those are also your marks.
It constitutes 20% of your total marks.
Yeah, and you remember the exam which we did, like for example with civil, it was really quite challenging.
I remember I called you complaining. Civil litigation. It really affected me. The exam was difficult. But funny enough, we got first. It was actually one of the highest grades for you.
So we were wondering how it was difficult.
Okay, I think for me it's because I like being perfect. And what had happened, I think we'll get there, but I did 5 questions out of 6. I didn't do one question. Yeah, and it's really bothered me. But also I didn't do it because I didn't know. Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
Even as I continue to talk about projects, now when you're talking about meeting difficult people, of course you meet even people from some, okay, no offense, not to mention universities, but there are some people from certain universities who thought, well, there can't be certain groups of people from other universities. Maybe you can talk about that. In terms of like now how you are able to manage that, because I think now for you just said okay attack that friction, let me just take that, like how should people manage actually other people in the family?
Yeah, I think one of the problems that people in KSL have is they look down upon students from other universities. Yeah, and I feel like everyone is competent. If you're in Kenya School of Law, you're competent enough. The problem comes with this is that okay, some people from other universities may not want to work, but that doesn't mean that they don't know what they are doing.
For sure. Now then we did the projects, and actually the way Gloria has said, take project work seriously, because when the bar exam is hard and you've gotten at least 17 or 15 and above in your project, it goes a long way.
And do your best.
If people don't work, if you can do that work, take it upon yourself. And if yes, they'll shine with those marks, but the real deal is the written exam. So, and also, don't you had, I think there's some people who are removing each other's names at the time of signing the project.
Yeah. But that didn't happen in our group. I think everyone was, we were all mature enough that we kind of agreed. Yeah, so, but in Kenya School of Law, some people were removing the members who did not do work, and I wouldn't advocate for that. There's no need of ruining someone's future as a project work. Your marks are there, so just leave the other person. I think
they'll battle for themselves in orals and written. Okay, then we finished projects. Well, then we went to orals. Let's now talk about orals today. I think orals is the most unpredictable
and traumatizing thing.
We're talking about orals and how orals was a different experience for both of us, but basically, if we could say in summary, be prepared for anything.
Be prepared, be confident. It's just being confident, and people will have different experiences. Like for me, at the beginning when I entered, one of the lecturers was like, "Good afternoon," and I didn't answer because I was closing the door. And she was like, she can't even answer when she is greeted. And I knew my marks had gone. So etiquette is also important. But I apologized and said that I was closing the door. And for me, being confident and reading, at least the questions I was asked, I was able to answer them well, and the ones that I didn't know, I tried. Do not say pass.
As Gloria has said, if you don't know a question, just try to find your way around it. The worst thing is to say pass. Just try to find your way around it, and confidence is key. And of course, dress well. Because they mark your dressing, right?
They mark your dressing.
And I'll advise ladies to wear skirts, because sometimes you might find a panel that they don't like ladies wearing trousers. So just to be on the safe side, just wear
a decent skirt. It's orals. And as much as you want to slay, just dress appropriately to impress the panel.
Then now, of course, now we talk about the preparation for the bar exam. The major thing is read everything and anything, right? As we were discussing last year, the major issue that made some people fail is predicting, and then it fails to come, and that's maybe the only thing you'd ever read in
But
that.
I had the prediction was actually a paper, so now they brought an emergency paper.
Yes,
There are
yes.
people who had leakage.
Yeah, you see now if they bring an emergency paper, you're so off, you can't do nothing or anything. So the best thing for bar exam, do as in, if you've understood yourself, if you have to write as many times, write. If you have to join discussion groups, join. If you have to read alone, read alone. If you have to ask questions from lecturers, ask. Do everything. I mean, you're going all out for.
And for you are in group work. For me, group work didn't work. I'm not a person who does group work. I prefer reading on my own. So for me, I do want to be involved in group work. But I think I had group work of 2. And at times we did group work, accounting.
So if you can't also work with large groups, just know yourself.
2 people is enough.
And then moving now, we will talk about, as you're winding, emotional stability while in KSL.
Emotional stability and peace is very important for me. Especially in Kenya School of Law, I knew that for me to be able to progress and give my all and be the best version of myself, I had to have peace. I had to avoid unnecessary drama. If there was something that bothered me, I tried to put it under the rug. And for me, at the beginning, that was my only wish. I just needed to have peace for the year that I was in Kenya School of Law.
And if you know you can't handle a relationship and pressure from studies, just if that person was yours, they'll understand. I'm asking you.
Yeah, that's true. If you know you can handle,
also go ahead, because some of us we handled,
especially during the exam period. I remember I lost my exam card. And it was very traumatizing. And I realized I lost it on a Saturday, and Monday's exam. And on Sunday, I was going to Bomas of Kenya to look for my exam card. I was stressed, I was crying. And then also on Monday, of course, I prayed, I did the exam. And now while people are preparing for the next paper on Tuesday, I was at the police station following up for an abstract. So it's messed up with my peace of mind. But because I had read earlier, it also assisted me.
So early preparation is key. As Gloria said, how she depends on early preparation. For me, I can handle pressure at the last minute and I can still grasp and remember word for word. I don't know, that is just God's grace how I do
Even
that.
me, I've noticed nowadays, I see something and I remember it. I don't struggle with reading repetitively.
I think after going through KSL, it just makes you feel like you can handle anything in this world.
And also you should have a group of people you rely on.
A
support system. For me, I had you and a few friends. If the pressure was too much, I could call you even 2 or 3 times. Having people who are there for you.
It's important, because
and who are genuinely there for you and love you.
Because true friendship also is what sustained us in ourselves. Because whenever we feel down or we feel like it's too much or we feel like we just want to steam off, we look for each other and just
talk.
I think also your guy was nice. Lazima tuseme. Shout out to him. He's a really supportive person.
I attribute my success to God, to him, to my friends also, and family.
For sure. Is there anything we've not talked about?
I don't know, it's just confidence, preparation, and it can be manageable. It is manageable. If we manage, anyone else can manage.
Just be true to yourself. Also, I remember we were talking about, especially if people have done a fundraising for you to come to KSL, don't waste that money. Don't come and then you want to be in all relationships, because I think that was one of the major issues also, as in people jumping from one relationship to another.
In the School of Law, people had drama. Yeah. Yeah, and you find people from different backgrounds. Some it's easy to raise the school fees, others you have to do fundraising. So just do your best. If you've done your best and you fail, in your heart you know
you'll
that
be content.
you'll be content. Doing your best is all that matters.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's very important, because sometimes people feel they've done their best and then maybe they've not passed one or two. But the most important thing is looking back and feeling like, you know what, I did my best, and no matter what has come, I gave my all.
Yeah, it will sit well with you if you know you did your best, and if you were to go back, you wouldn't have read more.
Yeah, for sure. But we thank God. Honestly, the other most important thing, tell people to pray for you. Because we can't say after doing all that it was our own effort. Because it's not like we deserved it more than maybe. I think we used to say that people used to read more than us, right?
It's true. There are people who used to read more than us, because for me I found time for leisure. I used to have time for road trips, for leisure, for doing
even for me it was worse.
So it's God's favor. I think in life what should always drive you is God's favor. Even if you prepare so well for orals or exams, if favor is not on your side, you won't do well.
Yeah, for sure. We are relying on God. God has been our everything. He made us pass. Now we've completed our pupillage. We're entering into the job market, and we are like, you know what? It's God all through, right?
Yeah, and I think people shouldn't also think that after KSL your problems will be over. KSL is just a step. It has its own problems, and even as you progress in life, you'll find more challenging things.
So, we hope we've been able to educate you on how KSL is. We hope that now you'll be inspired to do better if you're in KSL. And for those who are preparing for the upcoming exams in KSL, please prepare well. KSL is passable. We did it. Yeah, just do everything. Do everything you can.
And don't forget yourself. Work hard and just do your best.
So thank you, Glow. As you can see, she's lovely. Yes, thank you for coming.
Welcome. I appreciate it. It was nice making this video with you.
Thank you. Bye.